Opening day today on Mackinac Island. A lot of us thinking summer, maybe not necessarily feeling like summer for us today.
A little chilly still out there for you, David. Numbers for a lot of us still in the 30s and 40s, and we even have had a little bit of rain moving through areas into the upper peninsula. But as we continue into the weekend, things are going to start to look a little bit brighter. But we do have a few more inclement showers, at least to get through as we're going later into tonight. Probably even just a few pockets of some drizzle and a little bit of fog development too. Not going to be completely out of the question as we are at least starting off your weekend Saturday morning. Let's go ahead and run you through it. Future view the rest of this evening. Still notice where a little bit more of that precipitation is hanging out. Areas into the upper peninsula by the time we're getting closer, at least to the midnight hour tonight. Notice as we go into Saturday morning, really not seeing much out there, but still a few pockets of some drizzle and even a little bit of fog. Not going to be completely out of the question as we are starting off the weekend Saturday morning. And if you do remember from last weekend, clouds were a little bit stubborn to start the weekend too, so I think that's what we will be talking about, at least throughout the first half of your Saturday, gradually decreasing the clouds as we're going into the afternoon hours, at least partly cloudy, so we should be able to get at least a few rays of sunshine in by the time we reach Saturday afternoon. By the evening, and we're really not talking about any major chances for rain, at least partly cloudy to even at times mostly clear as you're going past midnight. That will take you into the beginning of your Sunday morning. Sunday's going to start off a little bit brighter. We'll go sun and clouds, but eventually clouds from the south will start to move back in as we're going late Sunday night. Now, this is all going to be associated with what we call an upper level low. So it's going to be in the upper levels of the atmosphere, and it's not going to be moving too much. So as you can see right here, later into Sunday evening, especially off to the south, this is going to bring in the potential, at least for a little bit of rain once we're getting past Sunday nights, and that's going to be the spotty chance we are talking about, at least for a few showers into some of our southern communities, not only by the time we do reach Monday, but still could be hanging out even as we go right there into the day on Tuesday. Really, that does look to be the only chance, or at least appreciable chance, we're talking about for any rain as we're going into the next 7 days. Let's get your live weather stations out there right now. Clouds have been hanging out for most of us, partly to mostly cloudy. That has kept our temperatures a little bit cooler. Mount Pleasant, one of those warmer spots right now, 55 degrees as you're going a little bit farther north. Pickford right now hanging out in the mid-40s. Temperatures past midnight tonight, still chilly. We'll talk about some 30s for the overnight period. Still a few pockets of some drizzle, and still watch out for a little bit of fog too as we're getting out the door for tomorrow morning, especially the farther inland you do go away from the lakeshore. We could have a few spots getting back below a mile. Things to keep in mind if your travels do take you out the door early on for your Saturday morning. There you go into the day tomorrow, upper 40s, if not your fair share of even a few low 50s as we go into the afternoon. There it is, eastern upper tip of the mitt. Wind's not going to be too strong as we go throughout the day tomorrow. It's going to be a little bit more of a northerly breeze. Western lower, your fair share of some 50s. Still our lakeshore communities going to be a little bit cooler, held back there in the upper 40s. And again, a little bit of patchy fog, not completely out of the question, especially as we're going throughout the morning hours. Eastern lower, your numbers again closer to the Lake Huron shoreline. Upper 40s as we take you a little bit farther inland. Still your fair share of some 50s by the afternoon. If we have the numbers a little bit warmer, we'll find that into some of our central counties. Still a good mix of the 50s there, and a light breeze coming out of the northeast at about 5 to 10, and still some decreasing clouds as we're getting into the afternoon by the evening. So probably a little bit stubborn with the cloud cover, at least throughout Saturday morning, and even still will increase the clouds as we're going later into the day on Sunday. Overall, still plenty of dry time for you there. 50s Saturday, we'll talk about a few 60s sneaking in for your Sunday. That better chance for a few showers. We'll watch that for you Monday into Tuesday. Temperatures still a little bit warmer by next week, David. 50s, if not even some more 60s.